When our soldiers go to war, we want them to come home in one piece. But for many diggers, the end of battle is just the start of their suffering. The recent Royal Commission into veteran suicide uncovered a generation plagued with mental health issues, which is not a surprise to singer John Schumann, who gave Vietnam vets a voice 42 years ago.
Mum and Dad and Denny saw the passing out parade at Puckapunyal.
I'm really proud, amazed and proud. When I wrote it, I was just telling a story.
The 6th Battalion.
It's a song which changed John Schumann's life and many others.
God help me, I was only 19.
It gave the rest of Australia a chance to look over the fence into the life and the heart and the memories of the Vietnam veteran down the street.
For the veterans, I Was Only 19 became an anthem for a fight which continued post-war.
And the really sad and disappointing and frustrating part of it all is I Was Only 19 was 42 years ago now, and we are still addressing, the suffering that comes from war and military service.
And that's what brought the 71-year-old back here, armed with a new song and a fresh message.
Well, these guys are really not getting looked after. The honour and the respect is here, but when you talk about those guys up there, that sort of fired up my sense of injustice.
I'm a sailor in the RAN.
Every day we wait is potentially one more life lost.
So I'm standing here in the morning light with his fishing net in the rain.
John had been watching the Royal Commission into Defence suicide when the tragic story of David Finney struck a chord. The Royal Australian Navy Petty Officer and poster boy for the force had written about what it was like trying to find help once discharged.
He was trying to find the answers to why he felt like he did. He did actually seek help, and he said something like, sometimes I can understand what they're saying, and sometimes it's just like standing out in the rain holding a fishing net.
And I would have done whatever it took if they'd only helped me stay. They just left me stranded here with this fishing net in the rain.
Like I Was Only 19, which was about Mick Storan's story and the story of the boys in 3 Platoon. Fishing Net in the Rain is David's story, but it's everybody's story. It's the story of all of those people who took their own lives after having served our country, and their families, because the families are the ones who are left behind, and they're the ones who carry that grief and that heartache with them.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Julianne Finney is David's mother.
Does it get any easier?
Absolutely not. In fact, what gets harder is people aren't listening. He had a wonderful career, but he broke. And rather than help him, they do what Defence does, which is once they've destroyed them, they discard them.
Julianne was one of a group of mums who led the charge for the Royal Commission. It found more than 3,000 deaths could have been prevented. The Albanese government accepted 104 of the 122 recommendations.
But the fight has just been ongoing. I've spent all my super doing this. I haven't stopped. I go all around the country. I will not miss an opportunity.
Julianne believes the proposed change doesn't go far enough.
So good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
And she's found a likely ally in John.
I saw David's playlists on his Spotify, and I Was Only 19 was at the top.
The duo now calling for one big change. Recommendation 122, a new independent body that would enforce welfare reform in defence.
I'm calling on Albanese and Dutton both to commit to that recommendation particularly, and in the spirit in which they were written, not tricked up by bureaucrats and political advisors who can play nicely with words, because I'm on to you.
And it's hard to steer a steady course between the truth and lies.
Their fight now has a powerful anthem.
Our principles these things that we hold dear.
You don't know where life's going to take you, but I never thought I'd be a part-time groupie at this age.
Full-on groupie. Look at you go. Are you going on tour or what?
Oh, well, I'll be there.
I can never quite explain.
And just like I Was Only 19, Fishing Nets in the Rain will tell the story that Australia needs to hear.
This story may be about my son David, but it is about everybody who lost the battle.
You can talk about your busted knee and your collarbone and your flu, but if you start to talk about mental health, everybody starts to examine their fingernails. So it's important that we talk about these things, and I'm not going to shut up.
And nor should you. It is a really important story to tell. To find out where you can get the song or see John and the Vagabond crew live, head to our website for more details. And if you or someone close to you needs help, there is support. Contact Open Arms, the number on your screen now, 1800 011 043. That's 1800 011 043.